Well, good morning guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today is Sunday the 12th of January. I have just dropped Kerry as far as Houston Station. She has got the the train, sorry, excuse the light, the sun is out and it's low. She's just got the train back to Galway. She actually tested negative last night for the COVID. So she is happy out. She's gone home, back to her student accommodation. She has an exam on Tuesday. So she was like, Mom, I just want to go. As soon as I'm negative, I'm going. I was like, yeah, no problem. So she's gone. I'm now on my way up to my morning client, who this week we are actually going out for coffee this morning. And yeah, hopefully it'll be a nice relaxing morning and a nice relaxing week coming in. I have a bit of sinuses going on. Just someone was asking me, was I okay? I never caught COVID, thank God. I did have a sinus infection, not a sinus infection, sinuses. My sinuses were playing up. So when I was talking to the doctor, because he rang Carl actually to see how Carl was, because he was very bad with the COVID. It happened to be my doctor who was ringing me with the results of blood tests anyway, so he just happened to get both of us on the one call. So I have to go up and see him next week. I think Tuesday I'm going up to see him. So yeah, so all good. I think it's the central heating, because obviously we've gone from having very little central heating on the house to it being Baltic, to having central heating on for 9 hours of the day. So the house and stuff, you couldn't really open your windows. Well, you could for probably about half an hour. So yeah, so I think I'm getting an NCT, a full work down, because this is only a new doctor that I've got. He was like, we haven't got base bloods on you, we haven't got x-ray, you know, we've nothing on you, you're new. They have the notes from my old doctor. So he was like, look, we might just do it all, cover all our bases. I was like, cool, I'm all for that. And because my doctor that I had in Drogheda, like if I wanted to go, if I was sick today, not today, today's a bad example because it's Sunday. If I was sick with her on a Monday and I rang them for an appointment, look, if I could get an appointment for Thursday. That's just the way they were. They were very, very busy. Where with this doctor seems to be more, if you're sick, they'll try and get you in the next day, you know. And there's a good few doctors in the practice. I think there's 5, maybe 6 doctors in the practice. So Hayley has an appointment coming up for the doctor as well, for her migraines, because obviously the doctor she was seeing in Drogheda, he retired. So we got this new doctor in Dublin, and obviously everything was transferred over. I am so sorry about the light and lots, but everything was transferred over, and they are going to actually do bloods as well with her and look at her, go through everything with her again. And they said, look, let's take it like a fresh start, and we will start and go through everything. So I was like, brilliant. So she's got an appointment for the doctor. So yeah, so we're all just getting sorted, and we're all getting, Kerry's the last one, I think. I just dropped up her registration forms with the doctor. Now the doctor is, if I open my back window upstairs and he opened the back of his house, we could probably shout across. Like they're very close proximity to me. So, which is handy enough, because it means I don't have to worry about driving to the doctors, especially if you're sick. Anyway, all that aside, that was a bit of a long-winded, but we're all getting sorted, we're getting baselines, so yeah, hopefully we'll all get good. Anything else going on? No, everybody seems to be on the road to recovery. Carl, as I said, was the sickest. Hayley got COVID, she's still testing positive, but she is much more, I don't know if she just got it early, where she started taking the Sudafed and stuff a lot earlier than Carl. Carl, I think, thought it was the same as me, that it was just sinuses playing up. Now, as I said, I'm negative, so I didn't have COVID. But he got like what looked or seemed like a bad head cold. And it was only when Kerry tested positive, so she could go back to do her exam, she was like, I better just test just in case. And Carol would have got sick maybe 3 days after Kerry. 3 days anyway, at least. It was only when she tested positive that he did a test, and he tested positive. And then we all did tests, Hayley and myself, and at that time Hayley was negative, and I was negative. Now we tested Saturday, Friday night, and Hayley was positive. I was still negative, and Kerry's line was very, very faint. So as I said, she did it Sunday morning and she was good. So she was like, yeah, that's me, I'm out, I'm dipping, yous are all sick. I was like, that's lovely, you brought it all to us. But she reckoned she cut it down doing her first exam in Galway when she went and did that. Right, I'm at the client's house. I'm going to go in and collect her, and we are going to head out for some coffee. Cappuccino. We've got a ham and cheese toasty. So we're just waiting on a sausage roll. Alright guys, just came out of a cafe called The Edge in Tala. I've never heard of it before. I got a sausage roll with relish. Now I love relish anyway. But the client got a ham and cheese toasty on sourdough. Came out the top of it was burnt. Yeah, not really a great place now, I have to say. The coffee was gorgeous. The coffee was absolutely gorgeous. It was lovely and creamy. The cappuccino was gorgeous. But yeah, food wise, and I had to wait nearly 20 minutes for a sausage roll, and she'd finished her food before mine had even come out, and obviously she wouldn't have the best patience in the world. So yeah, no. Anyway, we tried it, and yeah, won't be trying it again. But the only good thing, I'd say, if you came down here on a weekday, because it is dog friendly and it's beside a dog walk, so I'd say it's good during the week when it's not as busy. But just Sunday there was a bit more, I think, than what they were able for, and yeah, the service just went a bit off. But you never know, maybe when it's quieter it serves better. But yeah, so we are going to drop the client home, and then I'm going to go home and get my Sunday dinner on. Alright guys, I am home after dropping my client off after our coffee. It took slightly longer than what I thought because her poor little puppy, well, puppy, not puppy, had got sick, and the client decided it was good time to freak out. So it took me a while to calm down the whole situation, but dog is fine, client is fine, everybody's fine, and I came home and had a cup of soup. Yeah, just finished it, and now I want to get the dinner on because it's 4:30. I don't know where the day went. As I said, I just seem to be stuck in a weird place this afternoon. Anyway, we enjoyed our coffee when we did go out. Wasn't great, but look, it wasn't bad. The coffee was palatable and it went down. So what I'm going to do is today for my dinner, I'm actually going to put on a roast chicken. I only have Carl and Hayley here, and I've just said to the two of them we'll eat dinner, and Carl said he'll have a small dinner, and Hayley was like, I'll try some. So I'm just going to it'll do for tomorrow as well. So I'm going to put on a roast chicken. I'm going to do some carrots and courgettes, I think I have. I'm just trying to use things up, and I might actually make myself some cauliflower and cheese, but I think I need to go get milk. This is the worst. Normally, because the kids are up and down, they tell me when the milk is running low, and they're like, Mom, if you're out, will you grab us some milk? But yeah, they're being very good. They're isolating in their bedrooms, so I haven't seen anybody today. I'm in the kitchen. I came in and Carl had to unload the dishwasher. He'd obviously come down and got something to eat. How I know he unloads the dishwasher is the weirdest thing. He leaves a cup on the water dispenser, for like a clean cup, so I know it's he's done the dishwasher. So he's done. I just need to wipe down the counters and stuff. But I appreciate him coming down, even though he's dying, coming down and doing the dishwasher for me. Hayley put on a wash and the dryer, so they're on. And then they're like little mice. They scampered back up to their room before I came back in. It's weird coming in and things are going and everybody's, yeah. Anyway, I appreciate it, and I appreciate they're helping me out when they're poorly. So we're going to get the chicken and all my bits, and we will start the dinner. So this here is the chicken. It's an extra large chicken. This will do for today and tomorrow. So I'm literally going to put this seasoning on it. It is paprika, onion, I'm sure there's garlic and stuff in there as well. So I'm going to put that all over the chicken.
cover it in foil, stick it in the oven 180 degrees for probably about 2 hours. So that'll give him time to do. There's my carrots. We all love carrots. I'm going to cut them quite chunky. And they are our potato croquettes. So I'm going to put them on. I might do some peas actually as well. Oh, we'll see. So first of all, I'm going to get this lad done and into the oven, and then we can work on the carrots. Okay, so that's my chicken there, all seasoned up, ready to go. Got my catering foil, my aluminium foil, tin foil, whatever you call it. I've got that ready to go. Going to stick it over my chicken, stick them in the oven for about 2 hours, 180 degrees. I will come back and check on him by cutting his legs, making sure juices are clear and everything's good. So off he goes. Say bye-bye. Alright guys, nearly forgot to record the dinner. So this is potato croquettes, some carrots, chicken breast, chicken gravy, and yeah, just yummy. Just yummy. What do you think, Hayley?
Delicious.
Hayley's sitting all the way over there because she's contagious and I'm not. I am not infected. She is infectious. So she's over there. Dinner good? Thumbs up. Good girl. Alright guys, it is 10:30 and I am just getting ready to go to bed. Mr. T has already gone up, so he has. I can hear him snoring at the top of the stairs. I've just put on another wash and another clothes to dry, and I've got Hayley's clothes put into a basket ready to go upstairs. She can come down and collect that in the morning. So I just thought I'd show you. I spent a few minutes tidying up the kitchen before I went to bed. Yeah, leftover chicken and leftover gravy, but I'll have that. We'll have that for tomorrow's lunch or dinner. I might even put it into a bit of chicken soup. Shred up some chicken and put it in. Right, let me show you how we're looking on our way to bed. Right, so this is the kitchen, all neat and tidy. So it is. There's the air fryer. Actually going to knock that off with a switch. Our drink section. Oh, never put the drinks thing back down. But this is the drink section of the kitchen. So that's all done. That's our leftover gravy we have. This is our chicken. I'm going to actually wrap that and put it in the fridge. I was just waiting for it to cool fully. But yeah, the whole kitchen is looking fairly well. So it is. And even the table's done. That's my work bag now I'm going to bring upstairs because I'm not working again until Wednesday. So I'll just show you this up the hall. These are the candles I do have up the hall. I love putting them on the evening time. And my curtains. So you can't even really see them, can you? That's them there, but I love closing them over at night. I know I still have to fix the wall there and up there. But yeah, everything in good time. But yeah, there are curtains. Decided to put those ones there for a change. This has to go up to the attic. Just waiting for Carl to get strong again, and he can head up, bring them up. But yeah, they're the flameless candles, but they shimmer like they're on a flame. But I love in the evening time when the light's off. Just gives a lovely glow up the hall. Yeah. So happy out. And my washing machine and tumble dryer are under my stairs. But I will, someone asked me to give the house tour. I will do a proper house tour. I put those black curtains back up there instead of the purple ones. I think they're really nice, and I think the silver in them lines up. I know that looks like a bluey silver, but it's silver. So the silver in here matches the silver in the curtains. And I moved those lights over here. So at night, when the light's off, so you can imagine we're sitting in the front room. That's how my kitchen looks in the evening time, just with the under counter lights on. And sometimes even if we turn them off, it's the light above the cooker and my orchids, and then you can see the other lights behind the curtains there. I just think it's very cozy, and especially on a wintry night, it's very, very cozy. But most times I leave on the lights under the counter. But I have got new lights for up here. that we're going to put up when everybody's well again. I can put Hayley standing on a counter. But yeah, those lights are on a timer. They're on a 6. Oh, that was my Christmas present. If I haven't shown you, I always had a internet radio in my kitchen, and I must have had it I had it before I went to Spain. And then in Spain, in a few of the pictures, you can see it beside my bed. So eventually, excuse me, they turned off the service to it because it was that old. It must have been 20 years old. And I was heartbroken because I always have a radio on the go in the kitchen. And it's, if you ask my kids about their childhood, they say, oh, the radio was always on the go. And then I had no radio. So for Christmas, they bought me a new internet radio. It's a Philips one. Let me see. But yeah, you can go. Let me just mute it because I don't want to. If I go to preset, you can preset load them, but you can get them from all around the world because obviously it's internet radio. So anything that's broadcast across the internet will come up on that. So yeah, loving that. Absolutely loving it. Happy, yeah, so happy. That actually made my Christmas. I was just loving it. So yeah, so the radio hasn't. It goes off at, I think it's 11:30 night. Obviously, I've switched it off now, but it normally goes off at 11:30, and then it has an alarm and it switches back on at 7:30 in the morning. So yeah, it gets a good light. I want to turn off the light. I'm going up to bed. That's what I'm doing because it's now 20 to 11. And yeah, I'm tired. I need to sleep. But I'm looking forward. No work tomorrow now, which would just make me so happy. Knowing I don't have to do anything, only get milk tomorrow at some point. Like, there's no even rush for the milk. So yeah, so I'm happy. Right, I'm going to bed and I will talk to you in the morning, guys. So Mr. T, do you want to tell everybody you haven't been feeling really well, have you? Here, can I move out of your way because you're going under my desk. You don't sit on my foot. You're not feeling great, are you? When you bark your horse and you sound a bit congested, more than usual. But we rang the vet and they said to keep a close eye on you. So, well, you're keeping a close eye on me. So between us, we're minding you, aren't we? Where are you going? You're not talking to me. Oh, you're not talking to me, Mr. T. Want me to turn around? Are you tired? Are you tired, sir? Yeah. Hey, Mummy's boy, aren't you? Aren't you Mummy's boy? Yes, you are. Oh, big yawn. Big yawn. Are you doing okay, though? Your nose has been running and you're sounding hoarse. I don't know what you're doing. You're scuttering along the edge of me, but I wonder my poor old bed to be breaking. Are you leaving me? Bye-bye. Right, I meant you were going, not me. I'm not going anywhere. Are you alright, sir? You going in to lie in Hayley's bed? You're just not yourself. That's all. So, good afternoon, guys. It is the next day. It is Monday morning. It is raining out. Sort of raining out. I'll turn you around and I'll show you. It's, I don't know if you can see it on the window. It's sort of raining, but it is very, very windy. So yeah, it's a good day to be off and not have to move outside the house again. I did go out this morning. I went out and had to go to the doctor's to collect a letter for Carl, and I also had to go and get my milk. But I've done that. I'm home. I'm in. Finished off the paperwork I needed to do for work. Once I came back, it is now 1:55 and I am ready for my lunch. I am going to make a chicken sandwich and Hayley's going to have a ham sandwich. She is feeling a bit better this morning. I think she seems a bit better, but she's more tired today than anything. Carl said he's feeling a bit better and he's actually done some stuff he had to do online for college. he's done that and submitted. So he must be feeling a bit better, because yesterday and the day before he couldn't even get out of bed. Right, I'm going to pull the chicken off the bone. I've just taken it out of the fridge. So I'm going to pull the nice big, where are they? Here. The nice big chunks of chicken off. And obviously there's legs and everything there that need to be de-chickened. So I'm going to pull them off for my sandwich. And I'm going to make Hayley's ham sandwich. And then for dinner, Hayley is going to have the carbonara pasta. And she said she'd use up a bit of chicken and put chicken through that as well. So I was like, cool. So yeah, so I do believe that is the plan, to use the end of the chicken. Haven't a clue what myself and Carla are going to have for dinner tonight, but sure, cross bridges as we get to them. Let's get over the hurdle of lunch first. Okay guys, so just deboned, stripped the chicken off the bone of the chicken carcass and made myself a sandwich. Yeah, it's taken a while. It's now 20 to 2 because we've been arsing around here and people have been calling me to do different things. But you know what? It's joys of being home. So I'll show you my lunch. Oh, and for some reason I was moving the camera closer to me so you could, yeah, anyway. Oh Lord. Right, I'm going to show you my lunch. I have a glass of Coke, some crisps, and I found 2 little mini chocolate sweets. So I'm having them as well. Right, so this is my sandwich. It's on good thick white bread, chicken, ketchup. I've got these twisties, sweet and spicy twists. Yeah, that's what I'm having. It says chicken. And I found the bars, 3. So we got a mini double decker, a mini whisper, and a Cadbury's caramel, and my glass of Coke. And I am watching the new season of New Amsterdam. Excuse me. So that's what I'm having for my lunch today. I'm going to call Hayley. Hayley's having the same, except hers is ham. So she's having ham. And those crisps, the sweet and spicy, or spicy and sweet, whatever they're called. She's going to have that. I'm going to call her down. She'll get her drink when she comes down. And we are going to have a lovely lunch. Alright guys, so it is a couple of hours later. It's now 7:15. And I'm just after waking Hayley up, went up for a nap. She was exhausted. She says, I've never felt tiredness like it. But she'd had such a good run of things. I think today just knocked her for 6. And then Carl, because he was up early to talk to the doctor, at about 5:30, he said to me, he said, Mum, I really feel, excuse my French, he said, I really feel shit. He said, I have to lie down. And I said, okay, well, lie down. He said, will you wake me later on? And I said, like, yeah, well, I'll wake you about 6, 7. So I'm after trying to wake him twice now. He's opened his eyes and I just said to him, look, stay in bed for the night. I'll plate you up a dinner. I'll leave it downstairs in case you get up during the night and you're hungry. So he was like, oh, okay. But after lunch, I went upstairs and I edited any footage I took yesterday and today just to get ahead of myself. Sure, then I went and I sat down. I thought, right, okay, so I was waiting for bits to if I record it on my phone, I have to convert it into different formats and stuff, and it can take a while. So while that was doing, I said, I know what I'll do. I'll read my book. Worst mistake ever. I lay down on my bed to read my book while all these files are being converted. Yeah, the dog lay down, lay on my head. I'm reading my book. And sure, couldn't move for about 2 hours. So, yeah. But I'll show you the book I am reading. I am currently reading Roberta Cray, and it is Hunted. It is a really good book. Well, so far. I'm not far into it, but I'm far enough into it. She was actually married to one of the Cray brothers. And I saw a couple of reviews that said, oh, very like Martina Cole. If you like excuse me, I just had to drink a 7-Up and the fizz is making me... and they were like, if you like Martina Cole, this is well into her territory. You'll love these books. And I was a bit pessimistic, shall we say. So when the girls were asking me what I would fancy for Christmas, I was like, would you try and track me down one of her books, and I'll give it a go and just read it and see how it goes. I had looked for her in secondhand shops and I couldn't find it, and even my mother was keeping an eye out for her and she couldn't find any of her books. So they got me this book. It's literally Stealing from the Rich is what Carla does for a living. She's 24, bold and fearless, convinced that she'll never get caught, but everyone's luck runs out eventually. When she breaks into a house in Hampstead, she gets more than she bargained for: a body in the study and the law on her doorstep. So yeah, I thought it sounded good. As I said, the kids got it for me, so I got dug into that. I also got, let's see if I can take the bookmark out without losing my place. So let me turn that around. So this is the bookmark I got. It's a little gold feather, and then it has, I don't know if you can see, butterfly on it and a purple ball. If it stops shaking, my hand keeps shaking. Anyway, that's it there, and it just literally sits into your book, and it's really neat. But I got one from my mum and the two girls, but they have their initials on it. I think my mum actually has the same one as me. So yeah, so I'm enjoying that. So I've come downstairs. I've just spoke to Hayley. I woke Hayley up and said to her, "How you feeling? Are you going to get out of bed?" And she was like, "Yeah." And she said, "What was I having for dinner?" And I said, "Carbonara." And she was like, "All right." I said, "Are you sure you want something that heavy onto your stomach? And it's a creamy sauce as well." And she was like, "Oh." I said, "Look, have a think about it." I said, "I prefer you to have a bowl of porridge just to get something into your stomach, then something heavy and creamy and quite lush." So she was like, "Oh, okay, I'll think." So I said, "Look, think about it. There's no rush. Anytime you want, you can go down." She was like, "Okay." So Carl's the same. He doesn't want anything heavy for his dinner at all. So I was like, I probably just played up maybe some chicken for him, and he can have that with maybe some bread heated up. There's a few carrots there. He can have that, and a bit of potato I think there's there as well. So he can have that, a bit of leftover potato, and he can have that. As for myself, I'm actually not hungry. That sandwich was so filling, but I'll have something small. I will have something small. But yeah, so that's been the play of the day. The house was so quiet. It was lovely just to lie there and chill out and read my book. And yeah, I'm going to do some more editing this evening, so I haven't got much more to do for the vlog. This vlog will go up tomorrow, so I just wanted to be ahead of myself. But yeah, other than that, nothing much happening. Tony, I brought him down, put down his food. He's not eating his food really. He had a little bit of it, so I might give him some rice and some of the chicken, and then that'll be the chicken gone, I think. Right, let me figure out what we're doing and I'll come back to you. Alright guys, so I've just come up. All I had for my dinner was a bowl of ready break with hot milk with brown sugar melted on top and a slice of toast and jam. Mr.T is here beside me, just chilling out. Hayley came down. She had a bowl of cereal as well. She had Country Store. So yeah, we're all chilled out and all relaxed. So I'm going to go downstairs. I've just uploaded any footage I took today, and I'm going to put that in order and get that sorted. There won't be much because I did most of it earlier on today. And I think I am going to go on to Disney Plus and I'm going to watch Code Black. There's 3 seasons on there and it's meant to be bingeable. So I am going to go down and have a chilled evening. What time is it now? 9:20. So I'm going to go down and have a bit of, mind you, today I have done nothing but chill. Like, I had such a relaxing morning or day, even sitting there reading my book. It's a long time since I sat down and just read a book. I mean, I've been struggling to get back into reading, so hopefully now this will be the start and I'll be able to get back into it and yeah, do right. Look at Mr.T getting up in the bed. Wouldn't you swear he was an old man? Normally he runs and jumps in that bed, and then every so often in the evening time he gets up like he's 110. Is that right? We go down and watch telly? Yeah. Right, I'm going to go for tonight and I will talk to you in the morning, where we have to be a bit more productive than we were today. In fact, but I enjoyed today. Anyway, we'll worry about tomorrow. Right, I will talk to you in the morning, guys. Good night. All right, guys, happy Tuesday. And we are gearing up for, sorry, just pushing in chair, heading back to work tomorrow. So this morning, got up, had my shower, washed my hair. That's why it's all frizzy. And I went to the doctor. Just, as I said, it was just to get, the only time I'd seen him was when I had a sinus infection. And he sort of just prescribed and we went, but he was sort of like, no, you got to come back in and make an appointment and we go through your history, because they've only got very limited on what the doctor sent them down from Drogheda. And he says, we just want to do baselines and everything. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So next week, no, the week after, in 2 weeks' time, I'm going to go for a chest x-ray just to have one on record, because I was a heavy smoker. So they want to get a baseline on a chest x-ray, and they're also going to do a full panel of bloods. I think Kerry called it a smack panel, where they literally just test everything, vitamins, minerals, your iron, your blood, you name it. They just do it like a catch-all and do it all. So he says we'll do that, and he says we will, at least that way then we have a baseline. I thought the couple of weeks after Christmas, not the best time to be doing baselines, but hey ho. So yeah, we're doing that. He was a little bit concerned about my blood pressure. He said it was slightly elevated, but he said that could be just you're coming up to the doctors and it's just elevated. So I was like, okay. But he says, I'll see you again in 2 weeks. We'll redo your blood pressure, obviously do the bloods, everything. And he says, you know, we'll keep an eye and we'll see what way it's trending. And he says, worst case scenario, you have to put on a blood pressure monitor for 24 hours. And he says, then that'll give us an overall view. And I was like, all right, cool. Really, really chill guy. He was quite young. I'd say in his late 20s. Nice guy. And he said, and I'll ring you with the results as soon as I get them. So I was like, okay, cool. Coolaboola. So yeah, so I'm home from the doctor's, washed, showered, everything. As I said, I got an email from work saying I have a meeting with my supervisor tomorrow in work to discuss courses and where we're going to go for the next sort of couple of months. So I was like, oh, okay, brilliant. He did say to me, the doctor did say to me, he was like, you know, stress, anything like that can raise your blood pressure. Have you been under a lot of stress? I'm thinking, sweet Jesus Christ, son, you don't want to know, like. But anyway, that's a conversation I'll have with him. But yeah, right now I am home. I am starving. I've just been filling in my work diary for tomorrow for things I thought of when I saw the meeting request coming through. I thought, right, there's a few things I want to ask her, but I'm one of these people, if I don't write it down when I think about it, chances of me thinking about it again or remembering it are probably relatively low. So I had to go up. I did that, just chilled out, just sort of decompressed after coming back from the doctor's, but now I'm hungry. So I am going to have a toasted corned beef and cheese sandwich, I think with some soup. You'll get the hint, I like soup. So that is what I'm going to do, I think. But yeah, we'll have a chat with Hayley later about her doctor's appointment and what she's planning on, what this doctor's appointment is for. She'll probably give you a better overview of what it's for. So yeah, I'll let her tell you that, but she's not out of bed yet because the poor child is still sick with the COVID. So yeah, so anyway, I don't know what to do with all this free time. It's actually not even free time, it's just quiet time. And I'm getting an awful lot of my planner done. I'm getting things like that done. Well, normally I'd be downstairs talking to the kids, and obviously they're not downstairs. So yeah, what else did you be doing? Right, let me go make my sandwich. All right, so this is my lunch. I am having a toasted corned beef sandwich with cheese that has chive going through it. It's absolutely gorgeous. I am also having a yogurt with a strawberry bottom on it, and I'm having some tomato ploughman's relish. So I'll be dipping my sandwiches in there. So that is what I'm having for my lunch today. It smells absolutely gorgeous. All right, guys, many hours later. It is now 7:30. This vlog is meant to go up at 8:30. What I was talking to Hayley, and I said to her, I said, do you want to update people on what you're going to the doctor for and stuff? And she was like, no, I'll do it when I'm after my appointment and I know where I stand. And I was like, okay, that's cool. So yeah, so she maybe in the next vlog or the vlog after, she'll be able to update you and let you know what's happening. The other thing is she tested negative for COVID this morning, well, this afternoon. So she is happy out with that. Sorry, my hair pulled back. So I'm just about at 7:30. I'm going to make some dinner. Carl has said to me, I just went up to see if he was doing all right because I just back from taking Tony for a walk. I took him for about 45 minutes. The last 15 minutes were struggling to get him back because he kept sitting down because he was tired. But yeah, anyway, we went out for a walk. I came back and I went up to Carl and I said to him, how's your appetite? Do you want like a big dinner or what? He said, I feel like I want a good dinner, Mum. He says, my appetite's coming back. I can feel it. So I was like, oh, right, cool. So, yeah. So I said to him, what do you fancy, son? Come on, tell me what you want. And he said, I don't know. He said, and I said, well, what about chicken nuggets and chips? They're always a hit. And he was like, yeah. So I said to Hayley just there, does she want them? She was like, yeah. So they're going to have that. I'm actually going to have, I made Carl up last night because he was poorly. I made up his dinner. You remember he didn't really have a dinner last night, or he didn't want his dinner yet. That's it. And I said to him I'd make it up and I'd leave it. So I made a sweet and sour with most of the chicken. So he had that last night, but there's a portion left, shall we say. So I'm going to have that with rice. The kids are going to have chicken nuggets and chips. But while I was out walking, Hayley actually baked. They're meant to be like whole wheat bars, but she did them into cookies and they are gorgeous. We tried one between us. So let me show you them. So these are what she baked. There's only 4, there was 5. But they look gorgeous. So I said to her, right, we'll have them. And she said, well, they're meant to be made into bars, Mum. And I said, well, we can do that. But I appreciate them. The fact that you come home with this nice, a nice treat to have. I'd say they'd be lovely back warm again. And we have some dough left over. So we're going to make that into maybe a little bit of a bar. Anyway, that's what we're doing. That's where I am at the moment. I'm about to stick on dinner. As I said, I'm going to have sweet and sour chicken and rice. The kids are going to have chicken goujons and chips. So we're all done. Right, I'm actually going to end this vlog here. I will start a new one tomorrow when we're back in work. So it'll be a worky type vlog as opposed to a few days off with me. So, yeah, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.